let's play some R-Type. R-Type is the first shooting game released for the PC Engine console. It was released in March 1988, so about 6 months after the console came out. It's a port of the 1987 arcade game. The arcade game was developed by IREM, but Hudson Soft, one of the key companies behind the PC Engine, developed this port and published it themselves. And it's quite a great port. So as you can see, you pilot the ship, and you get a power-up. And that power-up gives you this ball. And this ball is called the Force. Yes, like Star Wars. It's a bit of a joke or a pun, I guess you'd say. And your Force lets you block bullets, and then you can also shoot it out, and it will fire along with you. R-Type is a certain kind of shmup. It's a response to Gradius, and it's difficult at first, but once you learn it, it becomes much more approachable, and it's very fun. I love it. And this version in particular is, fantastic. You'll notice some sprite flickering. That's due to limitations of the PC Engine. When this came out in Japan, it was released on 2 separate hue cards. So part 1 came out in March, and then part 2 came out later in the year, maybe in June or something. You get different power-ups. So like I had lasers that bounce around, you may have noticed, and now I have this kind of like circular weapon. I'm gonna get the lasers again. I also, up there, you'll see that what's typically called an option in shmups. It might have a different name in R-Type. But there's so much sprites to all the 8 stages that they had to split it up into 2 releases. And then when it got released in the US, it came out on 1 hue card, because by that point memory had become capable of making larger hue cards. But that's stage 1. See, once you get it down, you kind of know what you're doing. But that took me probably 20-30 times to figure that stage out. And then here's stage 2. Stage 2 is really, it benefits you to have your Force fly out ahead and shoot down the enemies. And that weapon power-up, I just got the S, I think. Oh, that's a speed up. There's another weapon you get that I'm not in love with in this. But yeah, having your Force out in front of you, big help in this stage. And these guys really, creepy guys, fly out at you. They're a real pain. But yeah, once you're powered up, it makes it a lot more manageable. In R-Type, I just got a level up, or 1 up. So that's nice. In R-Type, when you die, you go back to a checkpoint, and you lose all of your power-ups. The power loss is challenging. You can recover, and there's usually strategically placed power-ups to get you back on track, but it sure is harder. Okay, so we are steadily approaching this boss, this worm creature. Really, you call your orb back to you, or your Force back to you. That's what I just pressed, so now it's hanging out with me. There are different segments of this that those little like parts of that worm, that snake that you hit. It clipped me. That is tough. Okay, see, now I'm really leveled down, and that will make this difficult. But this checkpoint is actually pretty close to that part, and I should be able to beat it. So there's going to be a power-up drop right there. That's going to be a big help. But I should be able to beat this boss with just that power-up, but we'll see. Just like I know that there's a power-up coming, that is part of what R-Type is called a memorization shmup, and some people love that. I really like it. Some people might not like it. It's a little bit different than kind of modern shooters. I missed that power-up. That was a mistake. I think that is, I don't know. I might not be able to beat this. We'll see. But yeah, this boss is It's a little not safe for work, but yeah, kind of wild. So the worm flies into that, and then there is a spot here you can camp out. And that little eyeball pops out, which is great, but the problem is, usually when I have my option, it protects me. But I don't have my options, so there's a high chance I might die. And not be protected. But you see when it flashes blue, I'm doing damage. So let's see if I can manage. Oh. Come on. Come on. So close. Oh. I should have moved. Let's see if I can do this. I'm typically able to get to stage 4 without dying. And just working on that level. Somewhat stuck, I guess. And, up until recently, I didn't have a way to practice with save states. So I would go through and repeat it all and get good at it, which is nice, but I've now got a way to do save states. So you can see I have credits to continue. So that's nice. When you do credit to continue, you start back at the beginning of the stage you're on, I think. Is that true? No, you start at the checkpoint you're at. So, okay, let's give it one more shot, and then we'll call it a video. But yeah, this is a really strong outing for the first shooter on the system. I think R-Type, fantastic aim, and then really good port, which I think helps a whole lot. Okay, I got the other power up. That is a good sign. Okay, I really like the music, and I think a good sign of a good shmup is that the first couple stages are really fun to replay, which is very true for R-Type. So, okay, let's see if I can do it this time. We'll see if the bouncing lasers help me at all. Ooh, makes me nervous. I found this spot just by trying. Like, it feels like this is the place to be, so like, I'll just camp up here, and yeah, you're pretty much able to get through it. Yes, wow. The blue laser makes a huge difference in terms of your damage per second, DPS. Alright, I think when you continue, you lose your score, but I'm not playing this for score. So stage 3 here, this is a bit of an infamous stage because you are fighting the boss the whole time. You're fighting this big ship. And it's super creatively done, and I like to go up here and take down the top parts of it, and then come down here and take these turrets out. And then, so those long red lasers, they do not get blocked by the force ball. They will kill me. So, yeah, you're avoiding them. You can see this power-up I have. It shoots little flames that travel along the surface they hit. But now I'm back to this blue and red circle attack. Now, part of what's challenging about the stage is that the ship moves into terrain, and if you hit the terrain, you will die. So, you're like navigating that, you're taking these out. My strategy here is I shoot my force out, and then I shoot it out again. Try to take out those turrets. Ugh. Ugh. This is painful. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so the design, I have to get out of that. It's forcing me to basically go up and around sooner. This stage took me a while to get good at. To take this thing down, shooting the force into that exhaust vent, big help. And there's going to be another power up there, great. I like to recall my force, right? Take this down up here. Oh, you can attach it to the back of you, which I will use in this stage. The stage is designed around that at a certain point, which I'll show. But what's funny is when you don't have your force, right, you're spending all this time dodging. So then when you have your force and you can absorb those bullets, it's really trippy because you want to dodge them, but you don't have to because the force takes it down. So, okay. Let's see if we can do this. You could like sneak up ahead there, that is possible, but whenever I try it I die, so. Okay, let's take these out as fast as we can. Okay, now we're gonna do this. I like this technique. We'll see if it shoots me up. Okay, I'm gonna go and scoot up and around. Okay. Okay, power up there, great. Okay, so this part of the boss I find very tricky. It shoots these balls out, great, and then you come down here, and it's gonna take me a couple times. Okay. Okay, there it is. That feels really good. Nice. Okay. So yeah, now we're on the stage I'm currently working on and stuck on. I don't think I want that behind me. Oh. That's R-Type for you. Let's see. Take these buddies out. So what they do is they like poop out these little bits of terrain. If you hit them, you will die. So I've got my force power up, right? That's what I mean by like they have checkpoints, and they strategically place the power up so that you can try to survive. But I got hit by a bullet, and that was that. I also have charge shots. I never use that, but oh yeah, it's really effective at damaging the terrain. So I missed that power up. That was a mistake. Shoot. All right. Let's do one more continue. I'm having a good time. Okay, let me try the charge shot to really cause some damage. It's imprecise though. Wow, that is not good, and I missed that power up there. This isn't gonna end well. Stage 4 is, I find it to be really difficult. Like maybe, yeah, jumping up in difficulty. Okay, let's lock in. Let's take these out. Okay, I'm gonna charge shot. Take that out. Come on, I missed the power. That is crushing. Oh no. Alright. Okay, so what do we need to do to get that? Do I need to fly up here? Oh, perfect. Okay. Okay, come to Papa. Come to Papa. Okay. Okay. Okay, speed. That's good. I don't want too much speed, though, because I think this is hard enough. Oh. Crushed. Wow. And I'm out of continues, so that's it. That's R-Type. This is the North American release that I'm playing, but in the Japanese one, where I was saying it got split into 2 parts, you get a password at the end of stage 4, and you can enter it in for stage 5, which is kind of cool. But all right, that's it for now. Thanks for watching.